Hi. In the last 5 years, I've healed from CPTSD, and I want to explain to you guys how you can do the same. So, I'm a survivor of multiple serious childhood traumas, including sexual violence, narcissistic abuse, and bullying. And all my life, I've suffered immensely from complex post-traumatic disorder. This will make me profoundly unstable emotionally, disconnected, lost, confused, in pain, grieving all the time, living in constant fear and panic. And my life was very hard. It used to be very hard. But in the last 5 years, I've really dedicated my time and energy and money to heal myself and to find a way out. And I did. Now I live a life of peace, of harmony, of stability. And it's quite incredible to have been able to heal from such dreadful human things. And I'm really inspired by my own path in a way, because 5 years is very short in a human lifetime. So this is why I'm making the channel, to help you guys do the same if you suffer from post-traumatic stress. So what are the main things that you can implement? What is really important when it comes to healing CPTSD? Well, first of all, we need a ton, and I say a ton, of shadow work. We need to end all our ego trips, all our delusions. Because yes, just because you suffer from trauma and you've been abused doesn't mean that you're not deluded. Doesn't mean that you're not having serious ego trips. And that is very important. And also shadow work. Why? Because so many things have been suppressed as we go through childhood trauma, that shadow work will be the only way out to reclaim them, whether it's disowned parts of you, whether it's suppressed emotions, whether it's suppressed intentions, impulses. Like, it makes me think, when I think about sexual trauma, how we suppress our sexual impulses and how it messes our life up, because if we don't have sexual impulses, then we are not creative, we are completely frozen, and we cannot act, and we lose touch with human connections. So these things are very important to ruin, and the only way is to do shadow work. And what do I mean by shadow work? Well, I'm going to start very soon a series, if I didn't start it yet, about shadow work, so you can follow my channel and look at the videos. But basically it's about becoming aware of what we're not aware of inside of us. And we can use meditation to do that, and of course therapy and coaching. That's why if you need help, I'm here, and you can send me a message and we can talk about it. But basically, when you have CPTSD or PTSD, what's happening is that you're in constant fight between parts of you. You're in a constant kind of push and pull. There are some things about you that you're trying to hide, to suppress, to push away, and there are some things that you're trying to get, that you're craving. For example, you're craving attention, you're craving affection, you're craving love, recognition, and these things are important, but they are messing with your life because it creates such inner fragmentation between what you want and what you don't want, and what you didn't receive and what you don't have. And so the shadow work helps us come back to a sense of wholeness within ourselves. And it helps us really re-embody our needs and reclaim our authenticity. Because if you reunite with a part of you that has been suppressed, what's going to happen? The part of you is going to merge in your whole being, and it's going to work again, and it's going to function again. So you will get unfrozen, you will get more happy, more at peace, and more confident. We're only not confident because we resist ourselves, we resist experiencing the fullness of who we are. So shadow work. And another thing that really matters is somatic practices. Wow, this is so important. So important. When we have PTSD, there's a big impact on the body, in the body. The body is in constant fight or flight. We cannot relax. We are constantly tense, and we are constantly in vigilance, hypervigilance, scanning around for a threat. So doing somatic practices help us going back into our body, feeling our emotions, because also when we have PTSD, we tend to avoid our emotions. We don't want to feel them. We resist them. And learning to feel safe with what we feel. So something I did a lot in my life was a lot of yoga and also a lot of bioenergetics, which is a form of body therapy, so that we can go out of the head, the thinking mind that is trying to make strategies and plans about how to heal, and rather actually face the pain inside the body, breathe with it, and relax into it. It's very important. If we don't find a way to build up safety in our body, we cannot heal from PTSD. It's impossible. So consider this and give yourself some time. It necessitates a lot of patience. And know that the progress is not about having a breakthrough. It's not about making things change very fast. It's about making little tiny steps, one step at a time, and going deeper and deeper and deeper into yourself to meet who you are deep down. And another thing that's going to really help with PTSD is reconnecting with other humans. You know, the biggest irony about childhood trauma is that what harmed us the most is humans. And what will liberate ourselves the most is also humans. So just because we've suffered from a very unconscious human doesn't mean we should stop every relationship. You know, we have to rebuild our capacity for being in a relationship. We have to rebuild our trust towards other humans. We have to rebuild our sense of connection and belonging. And that's where other humans will help you. If you meet them and you allow yourself to be helped by them, or build a friendship, a true friendship, it will create a new attachment, a healthy attachment this time. And from this solid foundation, a lot of things will unfold in the relationship, and you will be able to face your problems because you will be supported, and because the other person will teach you what it is to live a healthy human relationship. So these points really matters. That's why I built a community, because I know that people need these human relationships. They need this connection. And that's why people in my community often thank me and thank the community for being here for support, because it's very helpful. So if all of that makes sense to you, that's exactly the point of my work. I work with the psychological, so the shadow work, the body, and the spiritual also, which I didn't talk about in this video, but it doesn't matter. I have other videos for that. And so if you're interested, you can join the community and see how it is. All the links are in the description. And I would be happy to see you there and support you, because you deserve help. You deserve to be guided. Please do not believe that you don't. It is a false belief, a false construct. We all deserve change and support. So I hope I'll see you on the other side. And if not, then keep watching the videos. It might help you. Take care.